my scrappy friends. So I have a new December daily page to show you today, and I still don't have any pictures. So I'm using this backside of a postcard for the number page for the 8 because this is for day 8. Can you believe, guys, that we are like getting a lot closer to Christmas? I'm videoed or doing this voiceover on what, the 13th? So we're like halfway there. It's going so quick. So I want to use one of these stamps. These are my Scraptastic stamps that I just got in the mail from my kit for this month of December. And so if you guys love like stamps at all, Scraptastic makes great stamps. I've only gotten a few months worth of stamps and I love them. They're really good quality and they're not too bad price. They're reasonably priced. So I'm going to use that paper that I had used on one of my other pages, and this is just a scrap. So I just use my punch and I only have 2 punches. So, well, besides my corner rounder. And I know I've been taking Chamel's class and mostly just by watching her videos because I'm like super behind. But that's okay because I'll go back and when it's probably not as crazy. And even though we're not doing it a lot, it's just crazy. I think it's just keeping up with school, even though I have this like Christmas-itis where I would rather take the whole month of December off and do nothing but scrap and watch scrappy videos and make cookies and stuff, but you can't do that. So I decide to use this Tis the Season stamp. And here I'm trying to decide, okay, what color do I want to use? Do I want to use black? Do I want to try to use the white? Which isn't always a crisp. I love that brand, that Brilliance brand of pigment ink, but the white doesn't show up that great. So I do decide to use the black, and it stamps out really great. It's a cute little. And so I'm gonna. And so anyway, the punch, using this punch was an inspiration from watching hers. And she uses a lot of twine, and so this is the last bit of my twine that I have for Christmas, at least. There's a silvery like thread through it. It's really cute. So I make a little bow, and I am going to use some washi tape on the back just so it doesn't slide around because I don't want it to move. Especially since this page is a free floating page. Well, it doesn't have a pocket or anything, so I don't want it to come off on the back and then so I just fix it up a little bit so and my bow is a little funky. It only has one loop, but I'm okay with that. I like the rustic look. So I'm trying to find some pieces to use because in her class, she shows you how to do a 3x4 card or whatever a day. And she uses a lot of bits and pieces. So I'm trying to look through and see what bits I have that I can put on here and add like texture and color and just make it fun. So I have this piece of like glitter paper that's all in white and it's just a dot. So I decided I want to use that. And I'm not sure exactly how else I want to put it. So I stick down this card from Teresa Collins that says Deck the Halls, and I really like the way the colors go really well with that green. So, and I think about using that transparent like red piece. It's like a red foil type of piece, and it would have looked cute, but I just wasn't sure if eventually I would want to do some. And I think I use a glue dot on there and it just did not want to stick. So here I'm cutting out my number. I spared you the gory trouble of watching me search through my numbers, which has been a pain in the butt because I should have just waited to cut them out and use them when I wanted to use them. But I wanted to have some of that stuff prepped. So I am inking it just like I've inked pretty much everything on here. And I'm going to use some pop dots to just so it goes, because I know I want it to go over the twine. Now, here's the thing I didn't think about. I didn't leave a lot of space in between, so it kind of rests on the twine, but in the end, I think it worked out well because it keeps that white dot there a lot better. And so I think that's all that I put on there. And then I'm going to work on this pocket because I'm going to use the rest of this pocket, do the two 4x6s for the rest of day 8. I think if I remember correctly, day 8 was Monday. If I remember correctly. And I don't know what we did on that day. I don't think we did much except for school. So I know I didn't write down what. Yeah, I have a picture of my kids watching like Christmas movies and my daughter in a really cute hat and some of me doing December daily. So I would probably just use like a picture of my kids watching Christmas movies or something. Keep it simple and then add some journaling or something. So I decide that I want to use those reindeer that says "'Tis the season, Merry Christmas to be jolly." I figure it'll go really well with the card on the other side that says "'Tis the season." And I really like those deer. They're super cute and they're really fun. So why not have a page that has them on it? And like I said, I had already looked through my pictures and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So, and it was a Monday and I mean, we pretty much did school and the kids watched a Christmas movie. I think they watched Frosty that day. They wanted to watch it like 5 times. And I was like, no, we can't watch it 5 times. We still have the rest of the month to watch it. So I'm going to use a label. I have a whole bunch of these sticker labels that are really, really fun to add like stuff to. And because I did stamping on the other side to keep it, you know, matchy in a non-matchy way, I'm going to use a little bit of stamping on this too. Now, here I think about using this deer head because I have deer, but in the end I don't use it for this day. I'm going to use it for the next day. No, in a couple of days I use it for day 10. So I had sprayed it and I blast it with my heat tool so it dries because Mr. Huey sometimes takes a while. And there's something on that, like a resist, like a wood grain resist, which makes it looks gorgeous with that on there, but it didn't seep in very well. So here you can see me looking through my stamps and I decide to stamp it in red. And that is a Hero Arts ink. It's a fun Christmas color. Whoops, sorry guys. And so now here you see me playing around trying to figure out, do I want to use it? But I didn't like it covering the word. So I think, why don't I use some brads? So I have some fabric brads and I have one that says joy. And I thought that that went well because I did the word peace. And I am trying to keep this simple. At this point, I was trying to catch up. So I was trying to keep certain things nice and certain things simple. So, you know, if I could have one page that was a spot that was simple, then the other page that was really nice would, you know, it didn't compete with each other, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, and then I just find some Wood Grain Studio Calico sequin stars, and I just put a few of those on there, and I leave it at that. And then the next thing that I do, I believe, is cut out Fancy Pants Home for the Holidays blue and green chevron and use that. And I do ink most of my cards just to keep it congruent and, you know, make it all look like it's from all the same collection, because at this point it's not. So So that is pretty much it. And I will show you all the close-ups of what I did for the day. And I hope you guys enjoy what I'm doing. I'll talk to you later. Bye.